Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to give you 8 latest defense updates. Number 1, Tejas Mk2 set to pioneer pre-stuffed fuselage manufacturing in India. India's next generation Tejas Mk2 is likely to become the first combat aircraft program in the country to transition toward a modern pre-stuffed fuselage manufacturing philosophy, a move that could significantly reduce production timelines and improve build quality. The approach, often compared with the manufacturing model followed by Airbus, involves building major fuselage sections with most of their internal wiring, plumbing, and ducting already installed before they reach the final assembly line. Under this model, different industrial partners manufactured fully integrated modules that can effectively be plugged in at the FAL rather than carrying out extensive internal installations after the airframe is structurally assembled. HAL and the Aeronautical Development Agency are keen to replicate this approach for Tejas Mk2, particularly as private sector companies are expected to play a larger role in manufacturing fuselage sections. Next, replacing the Gajraj, former Tu-76 pilot weighs in on IAF's medium transport aircraft dilemma. As the Indian Air Force prepares to phase out this aging fleet of Tu-76 Gajraj heavy transport aircraft, a former pilot with extensive experience on the platform has shared insights on the challenges of replacement and the current contenders for the medium transport aircraft program. Speaking exclusively, the former Tu-76 pilot Vaidya reflected on the long-held belief within the IAF that the vulnerable Gajraj could only be adequately replaced by a newer variant of the same platform. That notion was appended with the induction of Boeing C-17 Globemaster III, which proved to be a superior alternative in nearly every aspect. Next, Russia may offer 98 L6 Yenisei SR fire control radar. Following Russia's confirmation that operational improvements identified during the Ukraine conflict could be incorporated into the production line of the S-400 air defense system for any future orders, it has been learned that Moscow may also propose a significant radar upgrade option for India. As part of this enhancement package, Russia is understood to be open to offering the advanced 98 L6 Yenisei radar as an optional fire control radar to further improve the combat effectiveness of the Indian Air Force's S-400 squadron. The 98 L6 Yenisei is a gallium arsenide based active electronically scanned array radar and represents a substantial leap over the currently deployed 96 L6 series radar. Its induction would provide the IAF with markedly improved detection range, higher resolution and precision, stronger resistance to electronic jamming, and enhanced low probability of intercept characteristics. Next, DRDO begins development of NG combat suits. The DRDO has commenced work on next generation integrated combat suites for submarines with multiple variants planned for induction into India's future undersea platforms. According to information, these advanced combat systems are being designed to meet the operational requirements of upcoming submarine programs, including those planned under Project 76 and Project 77. The integrated combat suit is a critical component of modern submarine warfare, acting as the nerve center that fuses sensors, weapons, communications, and command and control functions into a unified architecture. DRDO's new effort aims to move beyond incremental upgrades and instead field a modular, scalable combat system that can be tailored to different submarine classes and mission profiles. Next, IAF prepares to induct first indigenous C-295. The Indian Air Force is set to induct its first India-manufactured C-295 transport aircraft next year, marking a major milestone in the country's military aviation manufacturing journey. The induction is part of a 21,935 crore program being jointly executed by Airbus Defence and Space and Tata Advanced Systems Limited, one of India's most significant defence industrial partnership to date. Next, GSLV Mk2 to fly 6 final missions before retirement. The Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle Mk2, GSLV Mk2 in short, is entering the final phase of its operational life, with 6 more missions lined up before the Indian Space Research Organisation moves toward retiring the vehicle. As per launch manifest available as of 3rd January 2026, the remaining flights will primarily support India's navigation and space-based data relay architecture, underscoring the rocket's continued relevance even as the newer launch systems come online. Developed and operated by Indian Space Research Organisation, the GSLV Mk2 has been a critical stepping stone in India's journey toward mastering cryogenic launch technology. Next, Tejas Mk2 adopt podded gun configuration. India's next-generation fighter aircraft, the Tejas Mk2, is set to adopt a podded gun configuration, marking a notable design shift from earlier variants of the Tejas program. According to information available, the internal gun will be removed to free up space for a new multi-purpose internal station, reflecting evolving operational priorities and design optimization goals for the aircraft. The move to a podded gun allows designer to reclaim valuable internal volume within the airframe, which can be repurposed for enhanced mission flexibility. The freed up space is expected to be used for a multi-purpose station that could accommodate additional avionics, mission systems, electronic warfare equipment, and other role-specific hardware depending on operational requirements. Next, India likely to bring France on board. India is likely to involve France as a key partner before taking a final call on local production of the Sukhoi Su-195B Superjet, with propulsion emerging as the single most critical factor shaping the program viability for Indian commercial operators. At the heart of the issue is the aircraft's original power plant, the Power Jet SAM 146 turbofan, and the uncertainty surrounding its long-term support, efficiency, and suitability for the Indian civil aviation market. Thank you.